Hello everyone, and welcome to Global Scholarships, your go-to channel for all things related to studying abroad. In this episode, we're giving out steps and tips on how you can study at the University of Toronto. But first, a bit of background about the University of Toronto. The University of Toronto is Canada's first institution of higher learning. It was founded in 1827 as King's College. In 1850, it became a public research university and has a main campus in Toronto and two other campuses in Mississauga and Scarborough. This university offers programs in various fields, including arts and sciences, engineering, medicine, and law. With over 90,000 students enrolled, the University of Toronto has one of the highest enrollment rates in the world, and 25% of them are from abroad. Most of these international students pursue master's and doctoral degrees. The top three countries of origin for international students are China, India, and the United States. So what is the acceptance rate of the University of Toronto? The University of Toronto typically has an acceptance rate of approximately 40 to 45% for most programs. While this may seem overwhelming, it's important to keep in mind that the acceptance rate is just one aspect of the admission process. Other factors such as extracurricular activities, letters of recommendation, and essays also play a role in the admission process. Now, let's deep dive into the admission process and how you can increase your chances of being accepted. Step 1. Research the programs and requirements. Start by researching the programs offered by the University of Toronto and determine which ones are the best fit for you. Make sure to carefully review the admission requirements and minimum grades required for each program. To check for the requirements, simply go to the university website and click on Future Students. You can view the admission requirements and minimum grades required for each program when you click on the What Undergraduate Programs Can I Study? Make sure to carefully review these to understand what you need to do to be eligible for admission. Here is a sample walkthrough of the process. Step number 2. Submit your application with the required documents. Submitting your application and required documents are critical steps in the admission process. The application can be submitted through the University of Toronto's online application portal, but before hitting the submit button, take the time to thoroughly review your application for any errors or omissions and ensure that all required information has been included. To give you an idea, here are some of the requirements you'll need to attach to your application form. To start your application, you'll need to navigate to this webpage and click on the application button based on your current residency. For example, if you're an international student, you'll need to click the Access the International Application button. And if you're from Ontario, you can click the Access to the OUAC 101 application. After clicking the appropriate button, you'll need to create an account at the Ontario University's Application Centre, or OUAC. To do that, just scroll down the page and click Create an OUAC account. Then, complete the required fields there and finally log into your account. The deadline for submitting your application is typically in mid to late November, but it's important to check the specific deadline for the program you are applying, as it may vary. Before we continue, feel free to check out the link in the description below to find more information about the admission steps at University of Toronto. Be sure to leave a like or comment and subscribe to our channel for more information about international education. For our third step, pay the application fees. After filling up the application forms and uploading the necessary documents, paying the application fee is your next step. It must be paid through the online portal for your application to be considered. The fee is typically around $90 for Canadian citizens and around $180 for international students. Both are non-refundable. It is best to pay the fee by the deadline to avoid any delays in the application process. Step number 4. Attend an interview if required. Some programs at the University of Toronto may require an interview as part of the admission process. The interview may be conducted in person, over the phone, or through a video conferencing platform. It is important to prepare thoroughly and dress appropriately regardless of the format. It's also a good idea to practice answering common interview questions in advance. Step number 5. Monitor your application status and prepare for enrollment. Once you have completed all the previous steps, it's time to keep a close eye on your application status and await the admission decision. The university usually informs applicants through email or by post. Ensure that your application information includes an active email address and an up-to-date mailing address. If you receive an acceptance letter, congratulations! You have successfully navigated the admission process and are on your way to becoming a student at the University of Toronto. Getting into the University of Toronto requires thorough research, careful planning, and attention to detail. By following these steps and tips, you can increase your chances of being accepted to one of the most prestigious universities in Canada and the world. We hope this video has helped you learn more about the amazing opportunity to study at the University of Toronto. If you enjoyed this, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more educational content. And if you're looking for comprehensive guides and scholarships to study abroad, don't forget to check out our website, globalscholarships.com. So, see you on the next one.